Touchdown. Yeah, baby.
Welcome, Warrior fans, to Warrior Review. I'm Austin Reeves. I'm here with head coach Shane Boggs. Glad you're joining us. We got a Frederica game to talk about, but really the big story is the hurricane and probably coming this way. And give us we're playing SGA, but give us the latest on what you know about the game, and then we'll talk about a little more.
Yeah, first of all, we'll be out of school Thursday and Friday. But when we, on Friday morning, we'll assess where we are with the game. Do we have power? Are the roads passable? And then I think just kind of the amount of damage throughout. But the hope is to play Friday night. If we can't play Friday night, we'll end up canceling. We're just not going to play on Saturday, Monday kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're just not going to do that.
Yeah, as region play kind of heats up and things like that. And I'm sure same thing for SGA as well. So the best way maybe to stay in contact, you keep looking at the social media pages, things like that. You'll be getting information out there as well. So
For sure.
All right, well, let's get to the Frederica game and talk about that. Coach, we didn't like the result. Frederica came into town and they beat us. But I saw, we talked last week about kind of stacking sequences together, we had 5 good plays in a row. Let's get 7, let's get more. And we did that in a lot of ways.
We did. Well, I mean, we certainly had temporary success for sure. We put a few more plays together at times, and I mean, shoot, man, on offense, we had some shots in the first half and scored a couple times there in the second, and I'm telling you, there were 3 to 5 more touchdowns out there for us. Defensively, we get our hands on the ball for potential turnovers, and and at some point the ball's going to bounce our way on these fumbles that keep ending up on the ground and going right to the bad guys. But I thought we did a good job at the point of attack a lot of times on defense, making the play bubble. We're trying to spill things, and then maybe the scraper didn't show up, kind of thing. So the first guy did his job, and we struggled to kind of finish. But had some great pursuit plays. Had some plays where we're really disappointed in pursuit. But I do think that we grew a little bit last Friday night, and that's the goal. We got to try to grow each week and keep getting better.
Yeah. And you can see a lot of that growth, as we're going to roll tape in just a little bit. But, I mean, it's really kind of hard to pick out just one player to me. I mean, just kind of all the way around, we're doing a lot of things that I've seen growth, running the ball up the middle, like you said, stopping the ball at the point of attack. I mean, any other kind of things like that come to mind, you just see real growth in.
Well, you talk about running up the middle. What I knew, and we recognized this at halftime, and a lot of times you pull guys together at halftime and they're expecting you to show them what they did wrong, right? But we pulled Cole Ross and Bo Spence over, and they got great movement on a double team. And James Mizell's running really hard behind it, and we're starting to make some plays that we weren't making earlier. And eventually we're going to be able to build off that in a way where we're going to close the game out and we'll be celebrating. So.
All right.
Proud of that, but those are just 2 great examples.
Yeah, a lot more. So we're going to see some of those. Let's go to the game film and let's watch a little Brookwood. Frederica traveled to Thomasville to play the Brookwood Warriors.
All right, Frederica won the toss and deferred, so we'll be receiving here. Second home game of the season. That is Jerem Queen. We miss a block there. He gets tackled on the 20. Rough start for us, but we bounce back a little bit right here. And so we get in trips, and this is a Y stick play. Great read by Rowe, and good job getting the ball out on time. Briggs with a good catch and a physical finish. A little scramble play by Rowland, and it's going to put us in a 4th and 2. We tried to go hard count, end up maybe the first time in my career I've gone for it deep in our own end, but kidding. But Zay gets it by an inch, and so we convert.
Great run in there.
Absolutely. Good job making that guy miss. Rowland gets out of the pocket. I think they face mask him. Go back to Weiss, or all hitch there. and find Briggs. So their takeover here, first down on the 43, and give up the edge right there. But one of our better pursuit plays, got 4 or 5 guys in there, and love to see more and more guys there. String that one out pretty good, but they end up moving the pile for 3 yards or so. Had a guy at the point of attack, pretty good cut by their back, and had a couple players filling for us. Great tackle by Isaiah. And we get them in a third down situation. Had some guys didn't fit right, and then we kind of sitting still catching people on that last play, but much better job right here of fighting in the pile. So they end up scoring on that one. They're kicking it off. This James Mizell.
We get a holding right there, which I felt like that was a break for Frederica. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good block. And so what do you give up? 25 yards of field position.
Yeah.
Great job by Rowe getting it out. Really tough play for Briggs. Re-injured the shoulder, and man, he was on pace to have a 10 catch night. But I'm feeling for him.
Yep. As all Brookwood fans are. So best to you, Briggs. We miss you out there.
It's one of those examples. Pretty good little push, good physical run, pick up maybe 4. Cy Richardson, a freshman, catching that same stick route now, playing the Y position for us. What a great throw by Rowe. Good concentration by Seth, and we pick up maybe 14 on that speed out. Great movement over there by Cole Ross, Bo Spence, and a good physical run by James. I think it may have held us on this play early.
Yeah.
Got to keep the ball in play, though.
But again, we're right there, right? I mean, that was a good throw, and you're close to making that a home run throw right there.
For sure. Here's one of those plays where we get our hands on the ball, and those when we make those plays, it's certainly gonna change the momentum. Good tackle right there. We get them in 3rd and 9. And we give up leverage here. A couple guys give up leverage. We get them down right at the sticks, and end up putting them in a 4th and 2. Really a good throw there on a sprint out play by Roland to Cy Richardson.
Second short right there. Got the first down.
So you got to get them back off. Sometimes these incompletions downfield are still productive. That was a great route by Seth on a really good player. Great throw by Roland. That one's an inch or so from being a way bigger play. But great job pulling it and flipping it out here to Isaiah. Good blocking by Seth. Good. Cy, I think, had pretty good leverage. Go back to James for a couple.
Getting some hard yardage there. Very important to get some positive yards.
Good job moving around the pocket, and what a great throw, and throws this thing about where it needs to be, and we're going to make that play a lot of times. The ball needs to really go out. Like, I think as you get older, you realize that sometimes incomplete passes are pretty good plays. Maybe a hair behind him. It's a catch we can certainly make. So Frederica's got the ball again, and playing soft coverage. They throw the hitch.
This is at the end of the half.
Into the half, and they blow it dead because it's in the end zone.
It's in the end zone. But if it wasn't in the end zone, you could return, right?
Right.
That's how that goes. All right, opening the second half here.
Tried the onside to our sideline. Good job. I think that's Cole Ross. Makes the hit in the backfield. Here's our corner playing a little running back for him, number 3. We knock him out of bounds, maybe 4 yards downfield. Block this extra point. We work really hard on this, and it's good to see it pay off.
This is the old fumble and then return it for a lot of yards. Happens a lot.
Sure does. It's crazy how it messes up. Sometimes people get out of their lane, but big return down to the 20, maybe 28. Good decision right here by Roland. He gets it down inside the 20.
And 9 times out of 10 we get that one.
For
But,
sure.
You know, that's coming.
That was an adjustment we had at halftime. The kids executed it really well, with the exception of just catching that thing. But
Pearson Taylor, only touchdown.
this is awesome. I mean, really good quarterback play. What a great route by Pearson, catching it in traffic, breaking the tackle, and staying outside. A lot of times guys want to take it back inside, but good job sprinting towards the pylon, and really good play for us.
He wasn't going to be denied there. That was a lot of fun to watch that. He was getting in that end zone for sure.
Graham with another made extra point. It's good to be able to take those for granted. Man, he's worked
he does a
really
good
hard,
job.
and
Yep.
just a great kicker for us. Good job on scramble drill, really, by Roland and Jerem. Really close right there to converting that thing on the sideline, but glad they're executing what they should do. When you're running a vertical route, you want to come back. Good job there.
Yeah, Jaron Queen shows the speed off the edge, and again, another hustle play here.
For sure. We just got to do a better job with leverage on the other side. But great motor on those two plays. There's Brinson in at corner. They block us up pretty good. I just don't think we need to be in attack mode. Maybe it's third and
long there.
Third and long. We're probably in nickel on that play. So they punt. And go back to the speed out and up. Just a great play on the sideline by their corner. We've been so good on this play, working the sticks in long yardage. Isaiah runs for a couple. And this ball really ought to go up top. We go right back to it. We get one-on-one again, and just a lot less clutter when you do that. So good execution on the second go, and really physical run there by Rowe. Probably could have made it either way, inside or out, but I love the mentality.
And that's another love the mentality there, right? Incompletion's okay.
For sure. Another throw and catch there. We really should have handed that off, but good job keeping it up inside. Nice throw and catch down to the 10. Isaiah for a couple. I think we're going to end up seeing a scramble play here. Nope. Throws it out of the back of the end zone, which is fine. Here's the scramble. Takes it all the way down to maybe the 2. And once again, pulls it down, runs for the touchdown. So good drive for us there, after which we followed up the other one. So another extra point by Graham. And we're going to try this onside kick.
All right, again, Warriors don't win this one, but show a lot of improvement, a lot of things you can build off of, and probably had a pretty tough deal to come up with the player of the game. But who was the player of the game?
We went Pearson Taylor. The guy comes off the ball every time like it's a vertical route, which is what you want, right? Great energy, selling the vertical. Sometimes he's breaking down the block. Sometimes he's running the route, maybe going the other way, maybe hand it off. But when it did come his way, man, he did some great things. We'll see a play here. We saw a play where we're on what we call a fallout. It's really a comeback route. Roland does a great job of kind of not seeing the rush and just hanging in there, stepping forward and throwing off the front foot. And what a great route by Pearson. Then he breaks the tackle and outruns some people into the end zone. So that's a pretty good picture of the kind of night he had for us.
Yeah, and when he caught it from the booth, there's a lot of people around, and I thought he was going to just kind of land right there, but he was very determined to get in the end zone, so that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it's just great to see him celebrate with his buddies and all that kind of stuff, and he's going to make more of those plays down the road, so looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, congratulations, Pearson. And now we got SGA coming into town, so let's talk about the Warriors as well, but again, been playing them for a long time and a lot of classic battles that we've had with SGA, but Tell me about this 2024 SGA team.
Well, it's a really good one. Their probably personnel's as good as it's been since, I would say, 2003, as I remember it. They will compete for a long time in AA with this team. They're single wing on offense, which the only version of that we've seen is Patala Charter. Did real well against them. SGA is, I'm telling you, man, they got players at every level. They do a great job on the line of scrimmage. Their backs run really hard. Honestly, they throw the ball better than they have in the past couple years with this single wing. So they'll be really tough to stop, and they run around and hit you on defense. Now, hopefully, we can make some plays in the passing game, but be a really physical game. But our guys have played in some physical games, so we hoping we can come out and match that physicality and make plays out in space.
Yeah, and like I said, we saw in the film where you still got a bunch more plays out there, so that's encouraging. On the fan side, I know that's encouraging. I know it's agonizing for the coaches sometimes, but also I think it's a building point of you're building something, so that's really good. Well, Coach, again, we're going to reiterate again. I can say that word most of the time, but check social media. Check for the latest updates on the hurricane. Any last word on that as we end up?
Yeah, just be patient because it's probably we're not going to know till Friday morning, sometime between 9 and 11, I would think. It's just really hard to make decisions based on forecasts. There's a lot that could happen at this point. So we'll definitely get the word out sometime between 9 and 11 on Friday morning.
Yeah, all right. Well, again, Warrior fans and all the fans tuning in, obviously prepare, be safe. And also we hope to get this game in, and we'll have the highlights next week.